So now I've actually upgraded from losing my family on Christmas to now losing some of my friends because they have gone so far off the deep left end that now they're convinced that anyone who voted for Trump is like a fascist, everything else they call us, and they don't even want me around like in the friend group. I just want to preface this by saying we don't talk politics in my friend groups. We don't do anything like that. We barely discuss like our opposing ideals at all. Yet they cut me off literally just because of a vote. Something I did that took 5 minutes to do. Something apparently that's now ruined my whole life. I've lost my family and I've lost my friends. This is I don't they've split up people and divide us, and I'm tired of it.
So, tell me why. I just had to end like a 3-year friendship with a friend of mine because she voted for Trump. And I know people are gonna say, oh, like, is it really that serious to end friendships over politics? It's not just about politics, especially for Black women, because some of us have grandparents that were born in this country that were not born with the right to vote. For some of us, our parents weren't even born with the right to vote. Like, the Voting Rights Act was enlisted in 1965. That's one generation ago. Just one. For some of us. Like, for context, my friend, now ex-friend, I guess you can say, she was white. The only white friend I've had for a while. Like, we used to work together at the same daycare. Her daughter was in my class. My daughter was in her class. Eventually, we became co-teachers, and we were working side by side together. I was working with her kids. She's working with mine. It's like I've changed this kid's diapers. Like, we've been locked in. Her kids were like on the verge of calling me auntie. My daughter was about to call her auntie. Like, we've been friends for like probably about 3 years now, maybe going on 4. And I just had the sudden urge to kind of like ask her, like, who did you vote for? And she was like, yeah, well, I voted for Trump. And I was like, you what? You did what? She's like, well, yeah, like, I voted for Trump. Mind you, I have to give more context on this. Not only is she white, she has 3 children that are half Black. Baby daddy is as brown as I am. And she voted for Trump. And when I told her that felt like a slap in the face, she seemed to not be able to understand why it felt like that was a slap in the face. It's like, I've changed your kid's diaper. I've let you in on some of my deepest, darkest secrets. Like, I've sat by your side and tried to help you patch yourself back up after having relationship drama and issues with your baby daddy and all that. And it's like, I feel like this is why Black women are so tired, because we always show up for the people around us. Like, we show up for y'all emotionally. We show up for y'all spiritually. I prayed for that girl when she was going through her hard times. I sat by her side and I tried to be the best friend to support her through everything that she was going through. And when you had the opportunity to represent me and to vote in my best interest, you literally voted against me. Why is that such a crazy concept to think that I wouldn't want to be your friend after that? And she pulled the typical, like, card that they've been pulling. Like, is it really, like, that serious to you to end friendships over politics? It's not just about politics for us, though. And I told her, like, that logic only works for white people. Like, it really does. Like, is it that serious? Yes, it is. And it's like, I have to be honest and say, like, there were little subtle hints or things that could signify that she might be racist, but I thought she was like one of those that like grew up in this type of environment and recognized and realized that it was wrong, because she's made comments about how like racism is not cool. She's told me how her brother is like a straight up MAGA racist white man. But it's like when we would talk about it, it would make it seem as if like, you know, she knew it wasn't right. It was like something that she wasn't like she didn't favor or like didn't agree with. And so therefore I'm thinking that means that you would also vote against that. But it's like you just went along with the same ideologies and things that you said were not right and things were wrong. So you're basically telling me, you know, it's not right. You know that you shouldn't have voted for him, and you still did. And then you expect me to just be like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, we can agree to disagree. No, we can't. Like, and there was a girl on here. I don't remember her name. I'm gonna go look her up. And she actually influenced me to basically like ask my white friend, because she said that she had a white friend that she was, you know, close with, and after this whole election thing, she basically unfriended and unfollowed her. So thank you for that, because you inspired me to do the same thing. And it's not like a personal like, oh, my heart is so broken right now. It's really just like I'm doing what's best for me. Like, I'm trying to protect my peace, and I just feel like the most peaceful version of me is not around people that don't have my best interest in mind, or around people that would literally vote my rights away. So I'm good, right? But I know that like Black women as a collective are kind of going through this same experience. So I wanted to come on here and share mine, so that hopefully y'all can also feel validated and know that like you're not the only one losing friends over this. It is that serious to us, and it's okay to feel like it's that serious. Like, I just feel like we're so used to our experience being invalidated and being told it's not that serious, or we're dragging it, or we're taking it too far. But it's like, no, our ancestors fought for this. Like, shoot, probably my grandparents, my parents fought for this. So yeah, it is that serious for me.
All right, so it is 5:44 in the morning. It's Tuesday, November 5th. It's officially election day. What I'm about to share is, look, guys, this is just the fucking truth. I'm being transparent. I spoke to my husband last night, and we had a disagreement a couple days ago about politics. And he's voting for Donald Trump. No, I'm not going to divorce him. So don't even put that in the fucking comments. It's his absolute right to vote for whomever he wants to. It is. What is really upsetting me is that, you know, in 2015, 2016, I campaigned heavily for Donald Trump. I was so passionate about Donald Trump that I lost friends. Never really cared about politics before Donald Trump, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And I'm the kind of girl, I do have really great girlfriends. A lot of my best friends are guys. And that was something that when my husband and I met, he was like, oh, I don't know if I'm comfortable with, I'm like, well, you're going to have to be comfortable because they're my friends and they've been around longer. And he got over it. My guy friends love my husband and vice versa. One of my best friends, he says, I'm not going to be like your other best friend, guy friends. Like, I'm always going to be here. No, that he got married. I'm so happy for him. Has the life he's always wanted. Donald Trump came between myself and my best friend in Denver. He got married to a wonderful lady who hated Donald Trump, as is her right. I'm really, really struggling because one of my really, really good friends, I've known him and his wife. I met them at the same time. She's an immigrant from El Salvador, and they've been the kind of friends that they're always going to be there for you no matter what. No matter what. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. They're like the mom and dad of like this huge group of us. And they almost died in a motorcycle accident 3 Thanksgivings ago. And we visited them in the hospital. I would help to wash her hair, braid her hair so she didn't get ratted out. My husband would shave my friend's beard. And I mean, my daughter is their niece. They haven't answered my calls or my text messages or even the pictures I sent them of my daughter for Halloween. And then it's just really upsetting. And last night when I told my husband, I'm like, he's like, they're not going to be my friends anymore. And he says, no, he's still going to be your friend. He loves you so much. I fucking hate this. I fucking hate politics. It's such a double-edged sword. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hear my daughter crying, so I don't know if I'll post later or what. I don't know, but I just wanted you guys to know how I feel. I just hate it.
Do what you want, but I do cut people off because of politics. I do. And I do it again and again and again and again. And again and again and again and again. Let me tell you about the time that I did this, right? In 2016, I was friends with this girl who got proposed to by her boyfriend, and so she was getting married, and she said, Crew, would you like to be in a wedding? I said, absolutely, I'd love to be in your wedding. Let's find a time so I can actually meet your fiance, because I hadn't met him yet. So I go to her house, meet the fiance, hated it. Hated every second of it. And, I didn't say nothing. I was just like, bad vibes. So I go home, I get on Facebook, and I log up. I was like, you know what? Let me do some investigation. So I go on his Facebook page. Yeah, I was right. Bad vibes. Trump everywhere. American flag all over. I'm talking every rhetoric that Trump was spreading was on that man's page. I call my girl up. Hello? Do you know that your man is on Beyonce's internet acting an ass? Did you know? Are you not aware? Are y'all not friends on Facebook? When were you gonna tell me that your man is racist? When were you gonna do that? Like, what? So I had to be like, sorry girl, can't be in your wedding. And she was like, oh, he means well. Can't come. Prepare the others. I'm not gonna be there. And then we never talked again. And that was the first time in my life I had befriended a white woman. We're not gonna talk about the second time.
I saw another creator earlier talking about how she recently lost a really close friend due to difference in political views, and I went through that earlier this year. I lost 2 really good friends due to difference in political views because of something that I shared on TikTok or like reposted on TikTok. My one friend I was really good friends with for 5 years. She was in my wedding. We just celebrated me being pregnant, and I thought our relationship was great. And then one day I realized that she wasn't following me and I wasn't following her. And I reached out to her and was like, hey, like, I would love to have a conversation. If there was something I did to upset you, I would like to fix our friendship, like what happened. And she told me that she didn't want to see what I was sharing on social media and that she didn't agree with my political stance, so she couldn't be friends with me anymore. And then my other friend just never reached back out to me. But at the end of the day, it's really sad that when you have friendships around other things besides political views, you can't stay friends with them because they see something different. Like, it's kind of like if I liked frosted Pop-Tarts and you didn't, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made a decision on who I voted for. You made a decision on who you voted for. And I really could care less. But I also don't want you in my life if you can't see how we connect on other things besides political views. Like, that's just so minute of a thing in terms of a friendship. So if that's happening to you, just think of it like you want to surround yourself with people who want to be your friend other than your political views. So that's the only advice I can give you. It still hurts, and I still have moments where I'm sad, but we're getting through it, and I hope that you will see the good in it.